Ms. Nita, Head of School of Business and Accountancy. Our special guest speaker, Dr. Kevin CHUAH, who's here to give his talk. But don't take it as a talk, all right? It's more of a workshop. Dear lecturers, staffs, and fellow students. All right, thank you for being here today. Our first kicked off workshop will be on leadership. So leadership is by default or design. Now you're going to have a lot of questions about what is default and design. Dr. Kevin will be explaining to you here. Please keep it a bit more interactive, all right? If you have any questions, please project it to him in a way that you can learn more about leadership. All right? Thank you so much. Dr. Kevin?
Hello. Thank you, Ms. Krishna. Good morning, everyone. So, yeah, I'm Kevin, and a little bit about my background. I've been lecturing or in higher education for more than 12 years. So I hold different positions recently. I've been lecturer, academic manager, product manager in different functions in the company. So treat it as a sharing session instead of class today. Yeah? So just relax, okay? And I'm glad you're here today because it's a Saturday and I know some of you are fasting today. So the energy level might not be this, you know. Normally on weekends, your energy level definitely will drop, right? Compared to weekdays. But then fasting some more definitely will be lower. But it's okay. It wouldn't be a very long session, just 1 hour. Bear with me. And most importantly, as a lecturer, we always talk about learning outcomes. Okay, learning outcomes. Before we start a class, what do you need to achieve? But I don't want to make this like a class. So let's talk about what do you need to carry away after this workshop. Make sure that you learn something. Okay. So when I received this topic, I find it very interesting. Are you a leader by default or by design? Which means, are you born to be a leader, okay, or you learn to be a leader? What do you think? Do you think you are someone who has a quality of being a leader, or you want to learn to be a leader? Okay, so why I didn't put in the whole topic here? Because this is a session that I want you to discover yourself. Okay, I want you to know yourself better after this session. Okay, whether you are really someone that you want to be a leader, or no, I just want to, follow someone else. Okay, so don't be so serious. Just have fun there for this session. Okay, back to the word leader. What do you understand about leader? Okay, first of all, I want you to really get an idea who is a leader. Okay, before you get to know whether you are a leader or not. Okay, let's have a look at this slide. I have two different photos and A and B. Yeah? Who is the leader? Okay, definitely we are talking about this guy here, and this guy here, A and B. So I would like to check, yeah, how many of you think that A is the leader? Please raise your hand. A is a leader. Okay. All right. B is a leader. Okay. And those who are not raising your hand, who is the leader? I'm the leader, right? Okay. So maybe you're not sure, yeah, who is the leader. But how do you know whether A is the leader here? Okay, you are the one who raised the hand, right? You are the only one. Okay, there's no right or wrong, yeah, guys. So why do you think that A is the leader here? Yeah, what do you think? Is it because this person instructing this these people here to do something?
They must order the business.
Okay, give orders. Okay, leaders give orders. Yeah. Okay. What about the rest who raise your hand? Telling me B is the leader. Why? Why do you think B is the leader? Anyone would like to share? Why B is the leader? Because this guy here is leading, right? The rest. So he is a leader. But why isn't this? Okay, actually you can see very obviously, this is what happened, okay? I will call this guy as a boss. You know, this is a boss. Normally, the typical boss will give order, right? You could buat ini, you could buat itu. This is typical boss, right? But why would I say this is not a leader? Because a leader shouldn't be standing or sitting on top and then instructing only. You should be the one who is leading the team, bring together, and you also need to work. Okay, so you can't just tell people to do, but you don't participate at all. Okay, so definitely this is the leader, and this is the boss. I will call this person as a boss. Okay, and I believe that you know how does a boss look like. Okay, let's see how you define a boss. Okay, so here I would like you to scan this QR code. All right, and then you will need to give me 1 or 2 words to describe about a leader. Okay, let's check what kinds of response we have here. Okay, let me share the QR code again, yeah? All right, can you do this activity? Scan the QR code and then you will see a slide, yeah? Okay, so I can see someone mentioned that a leader should be responsible. Okay, don't worry, I will know who put this in. Okay, so guide the team. Yeah. Okay, so far I only received 3 responses. Okay, motivate their team. All right. So far so good. Any more? Any more description about a leader? So how did you get this? ChatGPT. Okay, you know ChatGPT? I think you should know. Okay, if you don't know about that, fine. Okay, I don't want to tell more about that. Yeah, our topic today is not about AI, ChatGPT. All right, because nowadays students can search information online, right? So fine. 3, guide the team, responsible and motivate the team. Any more? Work together with the team. Very good. As I mentioned just now, a leader, you should be in front of the team, lead the whole team, guide the direction. Okay. Any more? Okay. So this is okay. We have work together with the team, confidence. All right. Now, okay, the next one. Yeah, it's this one. All right, any more responses? Okay, so far I have received 7 responses. Okay, 8 now. I encourage, right? Very good. Now, what about a boss? A boss, okay, giving instructions. What do you think a boss should be? Okay, how does a boss look like normally? Let's see. How's your description about a boss? Yeah. So you can scan the QR code and give me responses. Okay, let's see. Discipline. Wow. Okay, so this is your idea. This is how you feel about a boss. Okay, any more? You can actually write something negative. Yeah? You can actually write something negative because no one will know who is that person who gave the comments. Yeah? Good attitude. Okay. No, you guys are very positive. I thought normally we don't like bosses. Okay, you don't like bosses, right? Tak suka boss, boss selalu marah-marah. Compassionate, respectful. Oh, this is definitely out of my expectation. Okay, if I were you, I would say boss are fierce. Boss are demanding. Boss are crazy. Okay, my boss is not here today, so I can say anything. Okay, boss are helpful. Really? No, they don't care. They just want you to do your work. Okay, and they want the result. They don't care how difficult you are. They don't care about your situation. Can I have one negative? At least I can carry on my presentation today. Should be giving, okay, should be giving less, what? What is that? Stress. I think should be stress. And inspire. Okay, majority positive. I don't know why, because your boss is here. Who is your boss today? Okay, don't worry. Okay, no one will scold you because of giving negative feedback about a boss. Okay, now this is definitely out of my expectation because I was thinking you might feel that bosses are very negative. I mean, the way they act. Yeah, maybe the bosses that you met so far very good. Have you work as a part-time worker before? Did you work before? So your boss was very good. Okay, wow, that's very good to hear. But the bosses that I met so far, not too bad. But typically, we will have a feeling that, oh, bosses must be very demanding. They ask you to do a lot of work. Okay, what I'm trying to tell you here is a leader can be a boss, okay? But a boss, not necessarily a leader, okay? Being a leader is not easy. So I will tell you later what are the, what I call, qualities and on, okay? But let's have a look at the typical boss. Okay, there's another negative feedback. Giving order to employees, yeah. Okay, I would say this is not very clear because giving order, yeah, it's a responsibility of a boss, but how you give order, okay, it's very important. The way you give order. For example, hari ini kena siapkan tak kisah sebelum pukul 7:30 masa you puasa. And the boss asks you to finish your work before 7:30, tak boleh balik ya kalau. So this is giving order, right? But do you think this is a good way? Yeah, very obviously. Okay, some bosses are like that. But some bosses will say, can you finish by today the work? So they will give you allowance, okay? I mean, they will allow you to discuss with them. So this is also giving order, but in a different way, okay? So now I have a very interesting video clip. I want you all to observe this video clip. Sorry? All right, so guys, let's have a look at this short video clip.
Yeah, sure. What is it? Once you've been hinting that I was lying about promotion, and look how hard you just lying to me? Lying. No, Nick. Motivated. I mean, look, we're all part of the same team here. Plus, I'm the one who's going to be doing all the extra work. The last month you made me work so late, I missed saying goodbye to my game. I'm sorry, no. I'm right. You see, she was very, very sick since I left her. And she gave me the fundamentals. Thank you. I didn't know I did. You called her. Sorry. Sorry you didn't get to say bye-bye. But I needed you to sit because you were valuable. I need you to use this.
All right, so what did you see from the video clip? What did you observe? Okay, who is the boss? Definitely this guy here is the boss. You can see obviously, right? The way he wore, the confidence level, which is good. Being a boss, you are confident. Okay, and then the guy at the back is actually the staff, all right? So I'm not sure you really understand the content of this or not. So this guy at the back, the staff, was asking the boss about promotion, okay? Because the boss somehow promised him there is a promotion. Okay, he has been working very hard to get promotion. And then the boss say, yeah, I can see your hard work. Okay, and that's it. And then he said, the guy at the back said to the boss, I have been working very hard and you are lying to me? Are you lying to me that I didn't get my promotion? And he missed, the guy at the back actually missed the opportunity to see the grandma. And he called the grandma, Gam, Gam. Okay, Gam, Gam. And the boss laughed at that. So there's no empathy, there's no passion. Passion, there's no compassion, from the boss. It's very bad, This kind of boss, I hate it so much. And then you know what? There's no, definitely no promotion. And he asked him to work harder, okay, because he's a variable asset in the company. So this is typical boss that normally you will see, okay. Do you think he's a leader? Do you think this kind of person can be a leader? Do you want to be like that? No, but you never know. One day you might become someone like that. That's why you are here today, okay? It's very important for us to understand that what is the difference between being a boss or being a leader, all right? So what's next? Normally, we have some thoughts or we believe that myths. Myths means what do we believe, okay, in a leader. But these are not real. These are not the truth, okay? So you might believe that being a leader must have a high standard of education. Is it? Do you really need to study up to very high level? Academically? Do you need to have a PhD, degree, master to be a leader? What if someone who is only diploma, can that person be a leader? Definitely. Okay, you have to understand that being a leader is not necessarily to have a very high education level. Okay, everyone can be a leader. What's next? So most of people might think that, oh, leaders, you must have a technical expertise in your industry. For example, I can share with you, when I was an academic manager previously in my former company, um, to be frank, I don't have the technical knowledge. Okay, my previous company is doing business on second-hand car. Okay, I'm not sure whether you know about that company. It's a very big company. Okay, I don't mention the name, but you should know. So they're selling second-hand car in Malaysia, and I was the academic manager in the academy. So I don't have any knowledge about car inspection. Okay, but I was a leader in that company. So how am I going to manage it? You are managing. Okay, you have to show your quality as a leader. That's it. Okay, not necessarily you need to have technical knowledge. Okay, of course, if you have, it's the best, but if you don't have, it's okay. As long as you have the skills, you have the quality being a leader. And people always say that being a leader, you must be perfect. You cannot make mistakes. So, do you think we will make mistake in our life? We make a lot of mistakes. I make a lot of mistakes, but it doesn't mean that we can't be a leader. Leaders make mistakes, and we learn from the mistakes we made, and we don't do it again. Okay, so no one is perfect. Leaders talks. Leaders talk a lot. Okay, most of the talking should be done by the leader. Is it? Is it really true? No. Actually, leaders should listen more. Okay, most of the time we should listen more instead of talking a lot. Can you see? Failure is not an option, yeah? Which means, as I say, leaders cannot fail in everything. No, this is not true. This is not true because how can you avoiding mistakes? I mean, we try to be careful, but things happen, right? We cannot avoid most of the time. So these are the myths that normally we will believe in. Okay, for be a leader, you must achieve all this. No, it's actually a myth. Right? It's not true. Okay, now you roughly know how to be a leader and what is the difference between leader and a boss. But the question is, this is a very important question, guys. Do you want to be a leader? No point learning so much and in the end of the day, no, this is not my thing. That's why I say this session is for you to discover yourself, know yourself. Okay, first thing you need to know whether you are someone who is capable to be a leader. Second thing is, do you want to be a leader? Okay, if you don't want, no point I'm talking so much, right? It's okay not to be a leader, all right? It's up to you, it's your choice. So let me talk about the benefits and some limitations, okay, being a leader. Now, more control in the job. So if you are someone who doesn't like to take orders, so you give orders. More decision-making power. You can shape things. I mean, you can decide, okay, most of the things you want, okay? And high job demands. Do you understand this? What is high job demand? Anyone? High job demands? Which means if you were a leader, normally you will actually get a lot of demands. Okay, people want you to work for them. People want you to work for them. This is a benefit. You don't have to worry to be unemployed. Okay? This is not from me, this is from a research. Yeah, this is the research from the Chinese University of Hong Kong, 2018. Now, limitation means what are the disadvantages being a leader? Okay. Higher expectation, yes. Don't forget, even though you are a leader, you have your bosses as well on top. So they will have high expectations. Like I say, most of people will think that being a leader, you should not make mistakes. Yeah. And then more stress because more responsibilities. Okay. And long working hours. I think now you definitely say, no, lah, I don't want to be a leader. Okay. So it's a very important question. Ask yourself now, do you want to be a leader? But I tell you a fact later, yeah, which is a benefit of being a leader. Okay. Now, being a leader, definitely we can be very stressful. But most of the time, if you want to be someone who is good in a company, a good leader, you will try to do your best. I have a video clip here. Okay, I want you to observe. Okay, is this a good leader or not? All right, let's have a look at this.
Boss? Yeah. Sorry, I lost one of our very great clients.
Oh, it's okay. Clients come and go. It's just one of our biggest clients and the most important client, that's all. No big deal, no? We need to help. Go for lunch.
What is your expectation? What of 6,000? 7,000 is the last. Okay, 8,000. Good.
So I heard you've been going for interview during office hours.
Yes, boss.
You don't have to explain. This is only an explanation. How come? What's another chance? You don't want to go this way. Huh?
Vincent, oh, you shopping during office hour. Hey, get this thing one. Thing one. You know what? Show you.
Okay, I'm taking one of you. 10 days without this. You get it down the best resort. Going to be just the two of us of 10 days. Ben, let's go. Ben, are you okay? Not you doing a lot of work. Take the rest. Don't wait, buddy. Go, please. I just didn't think of
Excuse me, it's not a bot. I'm the manager. I think she just pretends to be nice.
He's like, just me, all this thing,
I had this bacteria infection. I can't meditate. Yeah. Hello? Oh, it's very bad. Yeah, I understand. Yes, now everything is confirmed. It will be at 4 p.m. at our office today. Really, I'll just confirm it over to you. Yeah, no problem at all.
sorry about
Can you review this contract for me by tomorrow?
that.
Is it too little time? Do you need more time? Never mind, by next month. I think you are busy enough. You carry on.
Time for the year-end review. So this month, I want to talk about your achievements and the mistakes I have made.
All right. So, what do you think about this boss or leader? Do you think this bosses are leaders. They're so kind, right? Can you see how kind they are? Of course, this is imaginary boss. Yeah. In reality, you are lucky you get boss like that. You know, did you observe what happened in the video clip just now? You know, when you are doing online shopping during working hours, your boss came to you and say, "Oh, you're shopping during working hours, huh? Online shopping during working hours." And then your boss say, "Oh, buy the pink one, okay? Get the pink one." So it's like, I don't know. Do you think this is a good way of being a good leader? What do you think? What do you think? Anyone? For me, it's too much. Definitely, they try to exaggerate the whole situation, you know, to make it fun. But for me, if you see bosses or leaders like that, I wouldn't call them really leaders because they do know the limit. Okay, yes, being a leader, you need to listen. Okay, you need to listen to them. You have to understand them, but you cannot allow your people taking advantage of the company. Okay, yeah, taking care of both sides. You know, the higher management and also your own team. How can you allow your team doing something else during working hours and you take no action? You know, so what do you need to understand here is balance. Being a leader, people will judge you. People will say whether you're good or bad, but you have to know what you're doing, okay? And what is the purpose you are doing that. For example, if you see someone sleeping in the office, what should you do? You have to remind that person, okay? Hey, this is working hours. You shouldn't be sleeping, okay? And then you can also ask, why are you so tired recently? You know, maybe some reasons that we don't know. Trying to be understanding. At the same time, you are not allowing them to do that. You know, this is just an example. Believe me, after this workshop, no one will be a perfect leader. Don't expect you will become a perfect leader after this talk. Okay, and again, what I wish that you all can achieve today is understand yourself. Okay, know yourself. What are the qualities in you which contribute to be a leader? All right, I don't expect you to be a perfect leader after this talk, right? Okay, let's check this out. The slide. These are the qualities of a good leader or being a leader. Okay, I want you to go through this one. Okay, please take a few minutes to go through this. And try to check yourself. Do you really have all this? Do you understand every one of them? Honesty and integrity, confidence, skills and abilities, commitment, passion, accountability, delegation, blah, 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 blah. Oh my God, so sleepy. Okay, this is not a lecture. And actually, why am I showing you this? Yeah, this is from a research. This is from CAPU 2020. They found that these are the qualities which are very important for a leader, but then I don't need you to memorize. Okay, I just want to show you that being a leader, it's not easy. That's all. Okay, you need to have many qualities, but trust me, no leaders can have everything. But we are learning. Okay, don't stop learning to be better. That's it. Okay, now let's have another activity here. Again, please scan the QR code. I have a questions, very important questions to ask you. Okay, let's look at it. Okay, give me a minute there. Opening up the slide. Okay, I can see some of you have done this. Do you want to be a leader after all this? Okay, let's check it. How many of you say yes? How many of you say no? Okay, if you need the QR code, you can just join the menti.com, use the code. Okay, you can go to menti.com and then use the code to join as well. Do you need the QR code? Do you need a QR code to access this? Okay, so far I can see two. I can see two responses. All right. Okay, please scan this QR code and access to the quiz. Okay, well, I'm very curious about the result later. Okay, just tell the truth, okay? I don't know who is that. So everyone please vote. Do you want to be a leader? Yes or no? Simple question. Okay, have you done? All right, so we have yes and no here, and so far 9 yes, 6 no. Okay, let me count. How many of you? 16, right? 16, yeah, all together. One more. Who is not answering? Okay. Anyway, just one. It doesn't make a difference, but we can count as majority. So what is the response here? Majority say yes to be a leader, and 6 of them say no. Again, there's no right or wrong. It's your choice. You want to be a leader, you don't want to be a leader, it's none of my business. It would affect my life, okay? And it's okay not to be a leader again. I have to emphasize that. Okay, but I tell you, why is it important to be a leader later? All right, so let's carry on. I have to show you the fact. Okay, what is this? This is actually the salary guide, okay, for 2023. The latest one I got from Job Street, yeah? So what does it mean here? It shows that different position in the company has a different level of income or salary. All right, from different industries. There's a comment here. Doesn't matter which industry. All right, can you see? Doesn't matter which industry. You can see that which position has a higher salary. Can you tell me the highest salary from which position? It's here. Tell me which one. Senior manager, right? Right. So senior manager has a higher salary, and senior manager is a leader. Oh, so for those who answer no, I don't want to be a leader, you might be in the level of non-executive, entry level, junior executive. Okay, senior executive can be a leader already. So this will be the salary you might get. Okay, I am not encouraging you to be a leader. Again, I have to emphasize that. It's just that I have to show you the fact. In the industries, okay, being a leader, you will definitely earn more. Why? You know, sometimes people say, "Hiya, my boss no use one lah. He or she only knows how to instruct people. He's not working also. We are the ones who are working, but our salary is so low. Their salary is so high." Have you ever thought of that before? Oh, how can this person so stupid can be a leader or can be a boss? Have you ever thought of that? Sorry, I thought of that before. Okay, I mean, I thought of that inside myself. I didn't use the word stupid as how can this person be a boss, a leader, you know? Of course, I'm not a good leader. I'm just curious, okay? Okay, now, if someone can be a boss, can be a leader, definitely this person has qualities. It's just that maybe we haven't seen it yet. Okay, we cannot just judge by looking at what we can see. There are a lot of things that we cannot observe, we cannot see yet. Okay, so this is a fact. I don't have to tell you anymore. If you want to earn more, you have to climb higher to be a leader in the industry. Unless you tell me it's okay, I don't want to be a leader and I don't mind getting this salary. Yes, that is fine for everyone. No worries. All right. Of course, this salary is not paid for fun. Oh, I be a leader, I get this salary. No such thing. You have to learn a lot. You have to contribute your time. Okay. You have to show your confidence level, the qualities I mentioned just now, in order to get here. Okay. So, any questions so far? This is not from me. I didn't purposely come on this table to push you to be a leader. Okay, this is from Job Street, latest data. Okay. Now, what would you do if you were a leader? Okay, this is like a test. Okay, I'm going to give you some situations. Okay, and then maybe you can give me your suggestions. Okay, you can give me some suggestions, and I have some simple prizes here. Okay, if you as long as you give me your response, you get it. All right. You don't have to give me. There's no right or wrong answer again. Let's have a look at this situation. John and Sarah, two co-workers, often argue during meetings. Their disagreements make the team uncomfortable. So now, let's say you were a leader, okay? You were a leader for them. What would you do? Anyone? Anyone? Okay, I don't like to use this way, but yeah, this is the best way I think I can get your response. Anyone? Try no right or wrong answer. Okay. You can answer in English, Bahasa, up to you. You know the situation, right? They argue, fighting in a meeting. Okay, so what would you do? All right, let's try. You akan buat apa?
So, kayak discuss dengan orang apa yang like almost I don't know.
Okay. All right, thank you for your response. So as a leader, you will talk to them why. Okay, understand the situations. So this is very important. Okay, I think you did a good job, yeah. And I believe that in your heart, the rest, you might have your own thoughts how to solve the situation. Okay, let me tell you how I would do. Okay, same as you, I will talk to them separately. I will not call them together, and talk to them together. I will call them out and talk to them separately and understand the situations. If this is work related, which is fine, you have to understand that these agreements always happen in the discussion, in the meeting, nothing personal. It is work regarding, okay? And then I have to understand what are the points of views from each of them. Then I will call both of them again together to talk to them. Hopefully, this can solve the problems. What if these two people are couple? They are working together in a company. Okay, I tell you what, this is more complicated, okay? Because this involves personal life. Okay, I believe some of you might have girlfriend, boyfriend, right? Imagine you and your partner work in the same company and you have a fight a day before. So now you see each other in the office and you have a meeting. You might, take revenge on your personal stuff at work. Okay, if that's the case, it depends how's your relationship with your staff as a leader. Okay, if you are very close to them, they might share with you, okay, I don't like her, I don't like him because we had a fight yesterday, blah, blah, blah. Then do not intervene too much into personal life. Okay, just try to educate them, be professional. I am learning this, to be frank, how to separate personal life and work. Touch wood, let's say someone passed away in your family, you still have to work professionally the next day. I mean, not the next day, of course, you will take leave, but after you coming back to the office, you have to work professionally. You cannot let your what I call emotion affecting you. That's the most challenging part. So don't get involved in personal life of of your staff. Okay, let's have another situation here. Try to understand this. Emily is struggling with her work. She's often late with her tasks. They are not done well. You understand me? Okay, so Emily, you can see Emily is struggling already, and she's always late for the submission of work. Okay, even though completed, but it's not good. Okay, you have to understand one thing as a leader, your boss will come to you if your staff are not doing well. Okay, so now you have to make sure your team is doing okay. Anyone would like to try? What would you do? Anyone? Want to try? Want to try?
Trying to Emily to complete the task.
Okay. You talk to her. Okay.
Still trying to complete.
Anything else? All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. So yes, again, you have to talk to Emily and understand the situation. Some bosses, they will just directly go to the staff and scold them. Why are you so slow? Okay. Why are you not completing on time? Okay, you have to understand sometimes when we give deadline or duration for work, it might not be reasonable just because the top management want us to complete it within a certain period of time, right? So you push your team to do, but do you really know that they can complete within the timeline given? Did you talk to them? Did you discuss with them? This is very important. So talk to Emily, okay, what is the reason behind why she's always late to submit the work? That's very important. Again, understanding, okay? Now, careful. There are some people in the company taking advantage. If you are being too gentle, if you are a leader, very gentle, very good, so-called good, they will take advantage on you, which they will say, "Oh, boss, I'm so busy lah. Can you extend the timeline?" So what would you do? Oh, yeah, okay. And then your top management go through, and you take all the stress, and you let your team be relaxed. Okay, guys, you have to understand people. All right, we don't know what kind of person is Emily. Maybe Emily is the one very hardworking. All right, so you can really understand her situation. Otherwise, you have to know some people they will take advantage on you. Okay, next one. The company wants to start using new software, but some employees are worried because they are used to the old one. Okay, now, anyone? What should you do? What should you do to these people? They don't want to change. Okay, they don't want to change. They just want to keep. They just want to keep using the old one. They don't want to use this new software. It's very difficult. They all come to you very difficult. Wanna try?
As a leader, I push them or I guide them.
And they say, no, I don't want. It's so difficult. I'm so old to learn new things. Okay, you teach them, okay, you guide them how to use the software patiently. I said, no, I don't want to learn. You know, it's too late for me to learn. I'm so old, you want me to learn something new, it's so difficult. I quit lah. I don't want to work anymore. Sorry?
To give tutorial video for how to use the new software.
It's too difficult for me to learn, even video. Guide them. I don't want to learn. This is possible, you know. Okay, thank you for response. All right, we have another response here. Apa yang ia akan buat?
Okay, sebagainya dia kata untuk kami tak tahu yang apa, dia boleh join workshop untuk learning experience ataupun buka workshop kalau ada option, buka opportunity peluang untuk perbezaan lain dan buat room di dalam company.
Tapi kalau staff tu tak nak belajar, dia dah tua, dia tak nak, dia susah nak belajar new software, AI, you know.
Maybe yang keluarkan surat amaran tu. Sebab benda tu kan,
All right, thank you so much. Okay. All right, I know, right? Sometimes you see, should I say this? Old stuff. I mean, someone, okay, doesn't want to learn new things in the company. You know, change is something that we cannot change. Do you know what I mean? Change is something that we cannot change in life, which means change is fixed. I mean, you always see changes. Even when you work, you cannot assume that, oh, I will be doing the same thing forever. There will be changes, right? So let's say you have a staff, oh, I tak nak belajar lah, susah lah software ni. So what should you do? I think you have to first use a very gentle approach, which you talk to the staff, okay? Explain to them importance of the software, okay? If we don't use it, what happened? You have to tell the consequences. Yeah, you do activities to coach them already, but they don't want to learn. Tell them the consequences. You don't use this software, you are going to delay the whole thing. Example, okay? Then your performance will be affected. No bonuses. Are you okay with that? And you have to stay back to work extra time because you cannot use the new software to speed up your work, right? Okay, I think this is, okay, one more. Okay, so this we have another one coming up. Used to do great job, but lately he seems unhappy and uninterested. Anyone? Mark used to do good at work, now not so good anymore. Unhappy, yeah? Unhappy and uninterested. Anyone would I try? What would you do? Here, very quiet. Here, okay.
As speak to Mark personally and ask what's wrong.
Okay. Let's say I will Mark. I broke up with my girlfriend yesterday. I'm so unhappy. I have no mood to work. Sorry, again? Oh, you mean you give extra leave for Mark? Okay, thank you for trying. All right, yeah. Very good approach again. Talk to Mark. Like I say, if this is personal matters, you can tell Mark, do you want to take few days leave? Even though your company is very busy now, then as a good leader, try to be understanding, okay, give compassion, means you will take up his work. You have to tell him, you know what, I know your situations, so take few days leave. I will responsible to your work for few days. So that hopefully Mark will appreciate your help. Okay? Next, the last one. The marketing and sales teams are having trouble understanding each other, okay, causing problems with the projects and sales. So you are the leader for both different departments. Okay, this one very careful. If you talk wrongly, they will might think that you have favoritism on certain department. Yeah, because both departments are under you. So what should you do? Anyone? Last one. Last one. I think, yeah, we have to speed up a bit. Thing. Anyone?
Analyze the problem,
Okay, talk to me. With the mic.
analyze the problem and to try to solve it. Like we have to see that what problem they're facing and what issue they are facing. So we have to like analyze it. Then we have to give a solution for it.
All right, thank you so much. All right, thank you for your response. Yes, you have to understand the whole situation, the reason behind why they're having understanding problem. Is it personal again? Is it because these two teams have been like fighting each other for so long, you know? And then, yeah, talk to them. Again, educate the lead of each team. Have to be professional when you work. If you can't work professionally, sorry, this is not the company you should stay. Sometimes you just say like that, very straightforward. Okay. Now, guys, did you notice something? Doesn't matter which situation you're facing, you always talk and listen. So this is very important, being a leader. Try to understand the situation. And you know what? I'm so glad that I can see leaders here. Those who gave response just now, you are actually a leader already. You're showing me the quality of leader because you take the first step. Okay? All right, let's carry on. So, back to the topic. I started out with what? Are you a leader by default? Now, let me ask you, are you a leader by design? Actually, it doesn't matter. Okay? Some people, to be frank, some people, they're born to be a leader. But some people, they just don't. Maybe they are just don't have the courage but you can be a leader by design. Okay? Most importantly is, do you want to be a leader? That's the question you should ask yourself. Okay? I have shown you all the facts. So it's up to you. But don't forget, actually, we are all leaders. Why? Because we are all leaders in our own life. Don't you think so? You lead yourself. Go the way, okay, you want to go. Don't you think that's also a way of being a leader? Okay, so I would like to end this workshop with a quote. Who is a leader? A leader is one who knows the way. You have to know yourself first. Okay? And what are the strengths, weaknesses you have? Learn on the way, going to be a great leader in the future. Of course, you have to follow the path that you know where you want to go. And finally, show the way to others. So this is from John Maxwell. It's not from me, it's from John Maxwell. And I believe that everyone can be a leader. It's just a matter when is it and when are you taking the first step. No one will always be the follower. Okay? So I think that's all for today. Thank you for your attention. It's not a class, it's just a workshop. So I hope you learned something. All right, thank you very much. Oh yeah. Do you have any questions you want to ask? Anything? Yeah, normally when the lecturer asks this, no one will respond. Oh, no questions. But then when the lecturer asks you questions, you cannot answer. Yes?
How do I find my leadership?
How do you find your leadership strengths? Style. Okay, yeah, by the way, I didn't touch on leadership style today because it's not academic very much, it's just an experience sharing. So how do you find a leadership style? First of all, you have to know what are the leadership style. Some can be very firm person, some leaders can be very firm, which they feel very straightforward. Okay, some can be very gentle. You don't have to follow any leadership style for me. Okay, this is my opinion. You don't have to follow any leadership style. But my opinion is try out all. Try out all styles that you know, and then which one works better for you. And you know what? Sometimes you cannot use the one style for everyone, okay, in your team. You have to use different ways to deal with different people. Yeah, this is something that perhaps I can advise you. Okay, and you cannot learn this from class. You will only learn this when you work. You will experience how to talk to different types of people in your team and use different style eventually. Okay, I hope I answered your questions. All right. Any more questions?
How does culture affect our leaders?
Okay.
How does culture affect our leaders' image?
How does
Culture
culture affect your
leaders'
leadership? You mean leader image? How your culture affect your leader image? Okay. We talk about culture. Okay, leader image. You mean you want to demonstrate to people you are a leader? That's the leader image, right? I believe. Okay, this is what I understand you. So leader image is that you have to show people you are the leader. Sometimes people don't respect you because you don't show that you can lead them. Okay, then how can actually culture affect the leader image here? You have to talk about the working culture here. You always portray that okay, I work professionally. Don't mix in any personal issues, in your life, in work. Okay, this is something that maybe you can deliver to your team. So sooner or later, they will become like you. This is how you create a culture and also portray your leadership. Okay, I give you another example. I talked to my team previously that whatever I don't use the word critics. I will whatever feedback I give to you all at work, nothing is personal. Okay, I say this not because I don't like you or because you are someone, I say this because of work. I want to get things done in a good way. Okay, and I want it to be good for all of us. So this is a culture I normally try to bring out and portray that why I am doing that. You have to explain. Sometimes you don't read mind. I don't expect them. They should understand me as a leader. They don't care. They just get salary. So you have to tell them, and being a leader is not easy, and have to tell them why you are doing that. So you have to create a culture that you want and portray your leadership from there. Okay. Any more questions?
I have never become it will be
Sorry, can I have your questions? Which one? Okay, what does it take? Okay. Okay. The question is, I never been a leader before. So what should I take? The first step to start up. As I say, you guys have been a leader, but you just never notice when. It's a very simple scenario. I believe that when you hang out with friends, right, sometimes you will be the one who propose where to go, where to eat, where do we want to do. That's the time you are the leader. And you bring the whole team, the whole gang to that place. Actually, you have been as a leader in your life once or twice or many times. It's just that we never notice. That's why today I need you to observe in your life when is the time that you're being a leader. Take a small step. Okay, let's say if you are talking about being a leader at work. So what should I do? I have never been a leader at work. So very simple. Raise your hand during the meeting, give your comments. That is the first step you should take. Now, let's don't talk about work because you are still a student. So what should you do to train yourself to be a leader? Raise your hand and ask questions. Okay? It's challenging, but I think this is the first step you should do. Raise your hand and ask your lecturer questions. If you have no questions, raise your hand and tell your opinions about the topic. There's no right or wrong in education. It's just about how you think about the topic. Yeah, I think that's the first step being a student, okay? How to start up to be a leader in the future. First step is very important. Okay, do everything, you need courage, you need to be brave to start off something. Yes, it's not easy, but try your best. Any more questions? Yes.
I'm actually not a really effective person at all. So I really love to talk to people like that, but still, like, can I be a leader?
Yes, the answer is definitely yes. As I say, there are so many different types of leadership. Okay, leadership style. I'm not a very interactive person. You can ask Miss Rusha. Miss Rusha is my friend. She knows me very well, and I am not. She always say I'm a person who is introverted, extrovert, introverted, extrovert. But yeah, it's not a problem. Even though you're not a person who like to interact very much, but you can still be a leader. Leadership doesn't need to be talking most of the time. You need to have a heart to understand people, your team, okay? And yeah, you don't have to talk much, okay? I don't talk much during my previous job, so you still have to talk, of course. But you know what? do not limit yourself. We always say, oh, I'm this kind of person, I'm this kind of person. So what? You can change. No one will be the same forever. I didn't talk much, but now I talk a lot and I like to talk now, okay? So who knows in future I might go back to quiet again. So try your best. You know your weakness is there. Not a very interactive person. Maybe you can start out with something like starting to be someone who initiate a conversation. Okay, sometimes when we come to a workshop like this, no one. There's no one you know. So someone next to you, sitting next to you, talk to that person, start a conversation. Maybe this is the first step you can take. Okay, so it's not a problem, not being interactive. Yes, you have a question?
My question is, what are the important traits to be leadership?
Okay, I have shown you the qualities being a leader, right? But I will just tell you what, from my experience, yeah, being a leader, try to be understanding first, okay? Try to be understanding. This is very important. Understand your teammate, what's their needs. And then also be professional. Okay, be professional as in, don't let your emotion affect you. Thirdly, you need to have very high EQ. EQ, again, is an emotion, but EQ as in, you do not respond to a situation or a crisis as you normally do. Okay, let's say when you see fire, you will be panicking, right? So being a leader, you cannot be panicked when you see a problem. You have to calm yourself and figure out immediate actions. This is the third quality I would say. You need to have very high EQ. And then when people are not happy, come to you, scold you, you have to go down. You need to have a shield to protect yourself, like nothing can attack you. Okay, this is the third one. And then the fourth one, I think, is sometimes you need to be firm. You need to be firm as in you cannot say no. Okay, you cannot say no because you have your deadline to meet. This is also very important. And the last one, the fifth point, I think, is that being a leader, you need to always be observant. Observant as in you know what's happening before the problem arises. Okay, yeah. So those are the qualities that I think you need to have. But there are so many, but I will emphasize this five. Okay. Any more questions? Yes. Yeah.
How do you manage your
How do I manage my time? Okay, as I say, working hours might be longer being a leader because you have too many things to manage. But so far, I manage my time very well. As in, work is work. Okay. I only stay back at the office few times. I would say in a year, I will only stay 2-3 times. Stay back at the office for 2-3 times. So you have to be very efficient. You have to know the way to work very fast, very quickly. And I'm a very organized person anyway. As in, I will list out what I need to do every day. Yeah, this is maybe something you can learn. List out everything you need to do every day. And then I will definitely complete all the tasks I have. I don't procrastinate to the next day. I don't drag it to the next day. I will definitely finish it up. If I cannot finish it up, then I will stay back. But so far, I can manage that and set deadline. I think that's very important for yourself. Discipline, yeah. You have to be disciplined. Whatever you set, you have to complete today. You have to finish it up. Yeah, that's my way. Okay. Shall we have more questions or we should end the Q&A session now? Any more questions? All right. So I think that's it. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you, Dr. Kevin Chua. So I hope, because to me personally, I think that was a very inspiring, very knowledgeable, and very insightful talk as well, Chua. So I believe I have my own takeaways, and same goes to you guys. And for those who are watching us live today, to top it, we will have Miss Angie to share some inputs with the talk.
I'm not going to take a very long time because I know that you guys have been like absorbing and digesting so much in your head, right? You cannot wait like, okay, I need a break, right? So before you go for a break, I must say, we really appreciate to have Dr. Kevin Chua. Please give him a round of applause for his time that he spent on the weekend with us. Actually, we rescheduled the open day and he still managed to make it. And I personally very, very grateful for that. And I'm also very impressed with the preparations that he has done with a lot of engaging tools and activities and free gifts, okay, snacks for you all. So I believe that maybe 1 or 2 points, if it's not all, that you can bring home and apply it on yourselves. Right? I believe in our organization, even in MAIC, right? You have every opportunity that you can grab or when it's given to you to be a leader. You never know when is the time to give you to be a leader. So take it, start it by doing a group assignment and you raise your hand. This time, I want to be the group leader. Start it with that, all right? For those who are anak sulung, you know, you are the eldest child in the family, you are actually a leader, but a role model for your family as well. So start one step at a time, and a small step means a lot as well. Okay, so thank you so much, and I hope you have a good time. We have another session coming up, so please enjoy the day. Thank you so much.
Okay.
I really like your class. I want to join your class.